G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. How are we all doing on this lovely afternoon? I finished work hella early today. We got to grab some petrol and we're just going out for a lovely ride. It's nice and warm, it's not too uncomfortable, the breeze is cool still and I love it. So without further ado, ladies and gents, if you're new around here, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy me content. The channel is growing nice and steadily. And of course comment down below and I will get back to you whenever I see it. So let's boogie. I do have a fun topic today because look, I've done sort of videos on your ego riders and all that stuff, but I don't think I've done one that causes, I'd say, more issues. So I thought I'd get it out there. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the same with going in cars as it is with bikes. And that is, if your head is not in the right space, maybe you're incredibly depressed or you're incredibly angry, you probably shouldn't go out for a ride. Now look, if you're really sad, sometimes a ride can help you, but going out for a ride when you're angry is typically not a good idea. It's something you should sort of calm down first and then go out on a ride, because if your mental state is not in the right place for a safe journey, you're more likely to have something like an accident that happen to you. Because what do you do when you're angry? Everyone going like slightly slow is annoying. You're just going to try and get in front of everyone. You're going to be speeding absolutely everywhere. You're going to be going, oh, I hate this guy, fuck it, this, that, the other. Trying to top out your bike in straight lines. And look, I understand sometimes that bit of throttle therapy is a good thing for you. It really helps sort of calm your nervous system down by sending it into a fry with the adrenaline rush. But sometimes it's better to just sit in anger and breathe a minute before you go out and ride in it, because I've known people that have gone out in absolutely shit state of minds. Now, they might be very upset, and then that upsetty spaghettiness causes them to be aggressive in their riding, so they take a corner more than they're capable of, or they take their braking points too stupidly and they misjudge it and crash. And I know people have done this multiple times. So, look, I don't want that to be something you guys are unfamiliar with as a concept. Oh, I love it. Because think of it this way, if I'm really angry and I'm driving, you're more likely to cut people off and not pay attention as much. You might end up in an accident because you're not looking. On a bike, you might have a much worse crash. If you go to the twisties angry, you're going to be going much faster than you otherwise would have been. And then you might start making bad judgments. So you take a corner way too fast. You take your braking point way too late. You target fixate because you're just so fueled on upsettiness. And then you go off a corner, into a ditch, into an oncoming car, God forbid, or you just go over the edge. Or worse, you slip and high side. So I don't want any of you guys to be experiencing such a thing because you're just not comfortable in your mental state. So this is more of a PSA video. Try to be, calm down before you hop on your bike, because it can lead to severe consequences. Not just injury. You can end up having an accident that's so bad that it gives you the eternal nap. And I know it's the in thing to joke about, oh, you know what, at least it'd be a good thing then, at least my problems would be solved. Yeah, but that's just not how we do things around here, alright, chat? we don't like the big sad here, guys. We all have it a little bit. I know I certainly do, but guess what? Just not how we do things around these parts. So you gotta keep persevering, because to live is to suffer, and to suffer is and whatnot is enjoyable. I don't know, I'm not a masochist, but to truly live is to find meaning in the suffering and whatnot, as they say. And it's true, because if you're just living life as a flawless being, life is actually quite boring, and it will eventually lead you to suffer anyway. So if you're not having some form of troubles, you're not appreciating life as a whole. And sometimes you need a little bit of struggles to appreciate your bike rides more, because say you're really depressed with your working life. Say you're a 9-to-5 office person, you're always working in a dreary office building. I can imagine that can get old and depressing. Not to everyone, but to some. Your motorbike is now your light at the shining end of the tunnel, because what do you get to do on the motorbike? You get to go out, go for a ride in the mountains, you get to go for a ride in the twisties, or along the countryside. Even if you're just riding, around the suburbs, you're outside, you're experiencing life as a whole, you're just doing stuff that brings you closer to that adrenaline, wall. And sometimes you just need that little spark to enjoy life, because if life is so dull all the time, the motorbike is that little bit of joy that keeps you going. You know what I mean? Now, I know that sounds a little cliche in the biker riding scene, but some guys who ride bikes truly do feel that way, because the bike is their one escape from reality. I know nowadays it's a little bit easier because you got gaming, you got VR, you got music, you got instruments, You got your friends. I mean, you can drink, but I wouldn't recommend that as your only escape, or drugs especially. But you got your motorbike now as well, so at least on your days off you can play games when it's raining, but every other time you can truly just get out and enjoy yourself. Now, I haven't played a game in over a month just because I'm out here doing YouTube all the time now, and you know what? There's not a single complaint from me. Not one. I'm loving every minute of it. So at basically all stages of the day, I'm now just riding in my downtime. So if I'm not riding, I'm editing. And if anything, that's still doing my own thing, because at least I get to enjoy the fruits of my labour now. And believe you me, the motorcycle riding definitely keeps me going, because, oh man, life as a whole, it ain't spectacular all the time. We all get our struggles, you just don't hear about mine. But keeping myself going to do something, YouTube gives me that little bit of perseverance that I gotta get it done sort of thing. It's like if I was stupidly rich, I don't think I'd quit my job at the clinic I work at, purely because I like having a duty. You know what I mean? COVID taught me one thing, and that was that doing nothing all the time gets boring, and I can't do that. So I need to have some form of duty, and at least giving myself the deadline to upload every single day keeps me doing that, because I like having that to force me. I'm gonna sneak in here. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, car. I'm just gonna steal this spot here. Ain't no way in hell I was about to wait behind all those cars. It is a little bit trafficy this way. But yeah, dude, it gives me something. So the point being, I try and keep myself in that good mental state. I don't know how I drifted off on that whole sort of topic there, but I feel like it needed to be said. Get it there. Someone out there would have needed to hear something along those lines. So it's okay, kids. We all struggling together, but the point is we keep boogieing. So boogie with me. Get on that bike. Give yourself a breather before you get on if you're angry. But calmly hop on your bike. Go for a cruise and truly, truly enjoy yourself, because life is for living, and the motorbike, oh, she'll make you feel alive, alright. Tell you what, ever since I started posting all the time, I run out of fuel so much. And we're back on the bike. That tells you what, man. I've seen it happen too many times where people have been riding when they're in a bad state of mind and they hurt themselves or worse. So this is just my little PSA saying, if you're feeling upset, give yourself even 5 to 10 minutes before you hop on your bike, because those little bit of minutes can be enough to save your life sometimes. Even if that means, like, if you say you had a yelling session with someone, maybe just hop on the bike, ride down the road and then stop, just so you're not out in the main parts of riding yet, because when your judgment's already hindered and you're in a position where having bad judgment can lead to grievous bodily harm or worse, I would take little chances, because I assure you, it's like when you're panicking and you're late for work and you're on your bike and you're gunning everywhere, you're more susceptible to having some bad things happen, man. Like, the last thing I want to see is anything bad happen to any of you guys because of poor judgment. And unfortunately, sometimes it means that you need to be educated by having some fall or something, because sometimes you don't learn until it happens, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, that's just a bad accident. Sometimes is the best educator. But I don't want you guys to have to do that, so I will teach you the ways to avoid it to begin with. But ladies and gents, that is everything I have time for. I do hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please ride safe. Take a second, and if you're having these times alone, talk to somebody before you hop on the bike, man. Even a message to a friend, have a call, just to calm down your nervous system, because I don't want you to be making some foolish stupids, because it really is a split second that can change everything. But yes, talk to someone if you need somebody to talk to, even if it's just to listen. It can make all the worldly difference in your life. So take it easy, ladies and gents. Keep it cheesy. Please be safe. Please get some help if you need to. And as always, peace. Bye.